Hey, welcome to Slay the Spire. Today playing the daily challenge for June 28th, 2025. The character at the Ironclad and the modifiers are all-stars out of 5 colorless cards. Blue cards show MP rewards in shops, and binary card rewards contain only 2 cards. Binary does make things harder. Yeah, red and blue cards, those should be an interesting combination. I see Peltz here with 1379, Gemini with 1374, so yeah, great scores. Let's get started and see how well I can do here. Alright, well, so All-Stars gives me a Might Blast at the beginning. That is interesting, so that does incentivize me to take as many cards as I can. There's also a Hand of Greed, which I should try to use as much as I can early on. I might want to remove both of them to try to go for Pauper. In terms of elites, there are unfortunately 2 elite paths. I have to get to this elite first, which does give me 3 question mark rooms, and a 4th one. And then if I go left, I'll get 2 more. Middle, I'll get 1 more. Right side, I get 1 more. So yeah, that'll be a total of 6 question mark rooms, which is not bad for Act 1. Alright, then as always, I will try to use the Hand of Greed as much as I can, so let's start off with that. I will do a defend here, and let's try to reshuffle so I can play the Hand of Greed again. Do I want to try to... No, let's double defend and then do a strike. I will be weakened next turn, so I do want to bring the enemy down a little bit. Here, let's do bash and strike. Okay, and then I should be able to get a Hand of Greed here. No? Yes, there is. Beautiful. Alright, got 40 gold out of that. We got a strength potion, reinforced body, anger. I do wonder if I need a reinforced body for the slime boss. No, let's take anger, yeah. If I had a boss where I needed to defend more, I would have taken the reinforced body. Right here, I would love... Actually, do I want to curse? Well, let's see what I got. Gold. Okay, yeah, it's only 100 gold on Act 1, but just fine. I'll take it. Relic would have been the best, I guess. Alright, so here I got the Cultist. Yeah, let's start off with Might Blast. Let me see what the Discovery gives me. Core Search, why not? I don't think I'll do Flash of Steel. It might give me the Hand of Greed. Alright, bash, anger, yeah, anger is fine. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, so Hand of Greed kills here. I got 20 gold out of it. Aggregate is interesting. Let me take it, and then I just need more card draw to have a fun time. Alright, here I got the Lice again. Or not again, the Lice for the first time. Let's do... Here, I'll do defend and then 1 strike each. Because, yeah, I will... You know what? It might be a little boring. I will speed this up. I do want to try to use the Hand of Greed twice, so I'll speed this up. I'll be right back. Alright, was able to easily place Hand of Greed twice. Actually, one of the Hand of Greeds got upgraded because of the Apotheosis I got from Transmutation. Alright, Clothesline Twin Strike, not a huge fan. Yeah, actually not a huge fan of any of these. I guess I should take one. Let's take the Twin Strike, sure. I think I have a bunch of high-cost cards, so I don't want another high-cost card. Here I got my first Curse Regret. We also got Bronze Scale, Surge Cone with 3 Thorns. Not the best relic there. Alright, Sentries. Let's see what the Discovery gives me. Glacier would allow me to be fully defended. Okay. Could do Mind Blast. It's only 14. Yes, let's do Mind Blast. You know what? I'm also going to drink the Strength Potion. I don't know what I have. Oh, wait. Why didn't I play in Anger? That was probably stupid. Let me see if I can defend. No. Unless I get something amazing with the Transmutation, there's nothing I can do to defend. Alright, let's do Flash of Steel here. Transmutation. Secret, or skill. Yeah, no, there's nothing I can do here. Even if I played the Anger, I might have been able to get rid of this guy, but I would have taken damage, so yeah, nothing I could have done here. I guess if I gotten lucky with the Transmutation, it gave me like a panic button, that would have made a difference, but yeah, that was going to be hard too. At least I can use the Hand of Greed. Let's do... how do I do this? Let's do Hand of Greed here. I'll accept the damage. Since I'm already not perfecting, might as well try to at least get some gold out of it. Alright, and then here, let's do Glacier again. Okay, that has been proving to be a really good defensive card. Alright, and then, yeah, I still have the Hand of Greed in my draw pile, right? Although I think I can safely... hang on, let's do Might Blast, use Strike You, and then once I get the Hand of Greed, I will be able to kill the backliner. And I think I'm willing... Actually, I can fully defend here, so I don't even need to lose HP. I was willing to lose HP just to use the Hand of Greed again. Beautiful. Alright, we got Old Card on pickup, gain 300 gold, as well as a Distilled Chaos Potion, and I'm offered Clothesline again. Let's take the double energy first. Alright, here I gain a gold for HP, and then I decided to go left, right, for 2 more question marks. There's also an option to go for a shop, and I do have a lot of gold at this point. Let's do Might Blast, Anger, and Strike. This is where I needed the Strength Potion. I sort of wasted in the last Elite fight. 14, okay, so, I think I'll risk it. Let's do double energy, then bash, and then see what the Distilled Chaos plays. That's a strike, defend, and twin strike. Oh boy. Alright, let's do Discovery. That gives me a Heavy Blade. Or All for One. All for One is just going to bring... Oh, actually, it's going to bring up nothing. Let's take the Heavy Blade then. 21. And then Transmutation has to give me 1 attack card. It didn't. Well, it did give me a bunch of free other attack cards. So close. just needed. If I had the strength potion, at least I got gold out of it. If I had the strength potion, that would have been enough. We got Duvidal, Fuge Christian, next search come with 1 strength, and a strength potion. Okay. Heavy Blade Cleave with Duvidal. Heavy Blade might be interesting. Let's take it. Yeah, I got out of 4. If you do not play any attacks in your turn, get additional energy next turn. And then here, I will risk it, and if it's the bad event, Gremlin Visage is really bad. Being weakened, Starch Combat with 1 weak is really tough, especially if you are trying to deal a lot of damage on turn 1. So, oh, interesting, different event now. Oh, okay, I kind of feel bad about that, because I usually reload that event, and it's usually the same. How did it change? Yeah, wow, alright. Well, I want to go for Highlander, but I wouldn't mind getting another curse, another regret curse, because it gives me a bunch of gold, so I'm definitely going to go for the shop. Should I remove the curse or try to transform it later on? Let me first grab the relics. So Shuriken, every time play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 1 strength. Bag of Preparation, at the start of combat, draw 2 cards. I don't think I need Strange Spoon. Let's take the Entropic Brew, and I think I will remove the curse. Yeah, 2 regrets is also going to be really annoying. Let's grab a stack, Headbutt. Genetic Algorithm might be interesting. Let's grab that too, and then move on. Yeah, I feel bad. Maybe I should stop that policy of reloading that event. Maybe I should just not even attempt to take that event. Alright, so here... Should I just be super greedy and use Hand of Greed 5 times? That might take a little too long. But let's get rid of one of them. And then I will defend a little. I am actually taking damage. Oh, and also because of my thorns, I can't... It probably will take too long to reshuffle 5 times. I do have a Headbutt, so hopefully I'll be able to bring the Hand of Greed back. Let's definitely play Genetic Algorithm, though. Get rid of you. Actually, yeah, fine. Let's get rid of one of them to avoid losing too much HP. I was really hoping for an attack card. I didn't get it. Fine. At least, hopefully I'll be able to use the Hand of Greed once at least, right? Okay, can I get a defensive card? No. Wow, alright. Oh, I did not mean to play... Okay, it's fine, that's fine. Alright, did not use the Hand of Greed there. Heavy Blade number 2? No, I should sort A to Z so I don't accidentally pick up a duplicate. Yeah, I do need to pick up as many cards as I can for the Might Blast, so let's take the fusion there. Alright, 13, Hand of Greed, which I can't use yet. Let's do Anger. Might Blast is only 19, right? Hand of Greed does more damage. Just do Hand of Greed and then 1 defend. Alright, so next turn I might have trouble. Let's do Genetic Algorithm here. Discovery gives me Perfected Strike. I mean, it's not horrible. Oh, that was enough to kill. Never mind. Got a Power Potion, Hemokinesis, Anger. I already have an Anger, right? Let's take the Hemokinesis. And then here, okay, let's try at least to use the Hand of Greed here. Beautiful start. Let's do Aggregate, Hand of Greed, the one that deals most damage. Then Might Blast another one. Should I keep the Backliner alive? Nah, let's just get rid of it. Makes my life easier. Alright, Clash Shrogadov. Shrogadov is a great defensive card. Let's grab that. And then here, I don't know, should I upgrade the Might Blast? Yeah, it's always in my opening hand. Let's play it. It is starting to become somewhat useful. Alright, so, let's start with Strength Push and then Might Blast, Headbutt that Might Blast. Let me do Flash of Steel first, okay. Then Headbutt the Might Blast, and then I should be able to deal a lot of damage with the next turn. Okay. Alright, yeah. Ooh, too bad I have Hand of Greed. Let's do Might Blast for sure. And then between these two, this is 28, this is 24. So let's do Strike and Twin Strike. That also triggers the Shuriken ones. Alright, Backliner is attacking. I do have the double energy. Let's also do Fusion, Hemokinesis, and Anger. Not the best split value, but not horrible either. Alright, sorry about that. My mouse fell down. Alright, Aggregate is unfortunately very useless here. I can get rid of you with a Strike. Aggregate, yeah, doesn't do anything. Should I do Bash here? I'll be weakened next turn too. Let me kill the Backliner. That way at least I won't be weakened. And there's a Panache, okay. I have to deal at least 21 damage. Alright, yeah, Heavy Blade and Strike is enough. Let's do Heavy Blade. Actually, before I do the Strike, I actually have the energy to do Strike and Genetic Algorithm thanks to the Plasma Orb. Okay. And then here... Oh, maybe I want to wait for another wish. For another... Not wish, what do you call it? The Hand of Greed. Although, okay, no, never mind. The enemy would have died on my thorns anyway. Alright. At least perfected this one. No trouble there. We got a duplication push. And I think I will try to go for Pauper. I don't think I need All for One or Reaper. Let's skip this one. And then, ooh, Sneko Eye. If I wasn't going for Pauper, I would have taken Sneko Eye. I don't think it's super useful here. How badly do I want a Runic Pyramid? It would be better if I had more discard or energy. I think I will risk the Runic Pyramid, though. I don't think I want Philosopher's Stone. So let's take a Runic Pyramid. At the end of your turn, you no longer discard your hand. Let's try that. Alright, we got the champ at the end here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. There's a 3 lead path on the right. Alright, yeah, let's try that. I should count question mark rooms, right? I had 6 on Act 1. This 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 on Act 2. I need 5 on Act 3, I guess. Alright, should I do aggregate transportation? No, let's do aggregate, bash, might blast, double strike, flash of steel. I will do fusion. Let's take the keep the transportation for later. Alright, so here I have genetic algorithm. That's not quite enough. Let me do heavy blade. I'm hoping... Actually, let's do another strike. I'm hoping to be able to get the Hand of Greed next turn. Beautiful. Awesome. Got extra gold out of that. Havoc, Melter. Melter might be good. Havoc might be interesting, but I think Melter is better here. Another shop. Good thing I have lots of gold. Fine. I will try to go for Papa, so let's remove... I guess transportation first. Hand of Greed is still very useful. And then let's buy... I don't think I need the Warpaint. Let's take the Pendant instead. Every 10th attack you play deals double damage. And Hand Drill, whenever you break an enemy's block, apply to vulnerable. Do I want Perfect the Strike? I don't have that many strikes. I'm not going for collector bonuses, so I'm not going to get that many more strike cards either. And it's not cheap, so I don't think I'll take it. Probably don't need the Claw. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of any of these. So, you know what? Let's skip this. And actually, no, I should buy cards to make the Might Blast stronger. Let's take the Panacea, sure. Okay. Yeah, I can't have too many high-cost cards with Runic Pyramid. Alright, let's do Might Blast here, shrug it off. Ooh, Aggregate, beautiful. I can fully defend, double strike, and you know what, let's do Hemokinesis as well. I'll accept a little bit of damage because I heal back 6 at the end anyway. Alright, let's save the Giant Algorithm. I will definitely have a chance to play it. Let's also do Heavy Blade, so once I get the End of Greed, I'll be able to kill. Let's do Panacea, Genetic Algorithm. And I'll play 1 defend to get rid of it to make it more likely to draw the Hand of Greed. I got it. Beautiful. All right. Leap, Twin Strike. I already have the Twin Strike, so let's take the Leap. Okay. Okay, Centurion Mystic. There's no way for me to get Overkill or combo, right? So I'm not even going to try. Let's see what the Discovery gives me. Heat Sinks, double tap Havoc. Let's double tap the Might Blast. Okay, one of them was double damage. Beautiful. And I can get rid of this guy. Awesome. All right, and now I have a Hand of Greed. 10 incoming though. Genetic Algorithm is beautiful. Let's do Melter, Strike. Okay. And then I just need a little bit of extra damage. Strike and Hand of Greed. Beautiful. Alright. Storm, Tempest. Yeah, I will take the Tempest to try to have some fun with Tempest and Aggregate. Storm would have been great if I had any powers. Let's do Aggregate, Might Blast, Twin Strike, Regular Strike, and then 2 defense. Alright, I do have double damage next turn. Alright, let's do double damage Melter here, then get rid of this guy with an Anger. I think I'll do Fusion for extra energy. With Runic Pyramid, I think it's important to have extra energy. Again, against the Chosen One, I keep drawing the Panacea a little too late. Let's do Genetic Algorithm Discovery, which gives me Battle Trance, I guess. Okay. And then let's do 2 strikes. I'd like to play the Hand of Greed. It might not be super easy, though. Let's do Flash of Steel. Double Energy is great. Okay. I can do Hemokinesis. Strike 1, Strike 2, and then Hand of Greed for a kill. Beautiful. Alright, Capacitor, Doom and Gloom. Okay, that might allow me to get Overkill, and that's also a nice AoE damage card, which I do appreciate. Speaking of AoE damage, Gremlin Leader, who's not attacking me. I do have double damage soon. Let's do this is 14, not quite enough. Let me see what the Shrug It Off gives me. Okay, so I can get rid of you with the Hand of Greed. Oh boy. Let me save... Oh boy, okay, I might have trouble here. I'll be weakened next turn too, but I think I'll save the double damage the double damage for the Might Blast next turn. Okay, double energy here. How do I do this? Let me see what the power potion gives me. Juggernaut, Electrodynamics, Barricade. Not a huge fan. Let's take the Electrodynamics. Alright. Then double damage Might Blast. No, wait. I might have to defend. I need 27 at least, right? So let's do 15. That's 25 only. I might have to duplicate that potion. Alright, so this is 20... this is enough to be fully defended, and then I have to get rid of you with the strike. So, a bit of a waste of double damage, but what else could I have done? Alright. Alright, I'm guaranteed not to be attacked this turn. Let's do Bash. Should I do Discovery? Boy, I don't like any of these. I guess I'll take the Reinforced Body. Okay, now my hand is full. I might be in trouble here. 27 again. I do have the Reinforced Body, that's only 21. Let me see what the Entropy Potion gives me. Alright, so I can get rid of one of them. I can weaken this guy, and then throw the Fire Potion here, and then do a 3 energy Reinforced Body. Okay. Okay, and then I think here I'll do Tempest, right? My Bless is really weak now. Let's do Fusion, then Tempest. Okay. So that way this guy's dead, and then let's do Hemokinesis, Headbutt. Not the Hand of Greed, let's Headbutt the Bash. Okay. Hopefully I don't get attacked. Okay, lucky there. Alright, Doom and Gloom is only 15, that's not quite enough. It will evoke the Dark the Lightning Orb, I mean. That's almost enough to get rid of this guy. I guess I will have to do a strike here. Okay. Alright, 32 seems doable. Okay, especially if I don't get attacked. Beautiful. Let's do Bash Melter. Okay, and then next turn I should be able to easily kill. Alright, that was a bit of a frustrating fight here. But I was able to perfect thanks to all my potions. Yeah, what was it? 4 potions? 5 including the Entropic Brew. Got Anchor, Surge Con with 10 block. Recycle Warcry. Not a huge fan. Warcry might be okay. Again, I have to take it for the Might Blast to make the Might Blast stronger, right? I kind of want to upgrade the Aggregate or the Bash. Let's start with the Aggregate upgrade first. Okay. Alright. And then here, oof, I was going for Highlander. I think I have to stick with Highlander. That's a shame. Alright, here I got Strike damage cards containing strikes. We got 3 additional damage. That makes the Twin Strike stronger. And then here I got the Slavers. Ooh, look at that. Aggregate Tempest. Very tempting. Let's definitely start with the Aggregate. 10 energy. Let me play the Might Blast. Then Headbutt the Might Blast. Draw it with the Warcry. Then do Might Blast you. Twin Strike is enough to get rid of you. And then do Tempest. I'm fully defended anyway. Is that enough? No, it's not enough, but I am fully defended. Good. I got really lucky with those cards. And here I can do Generic Algam, Hand of Greed. Beautiful. That was a perfect fight pretty much. We got Lantern Sage with additional energy, a Cultist Potion, Shockwave for Havoc. Let's take the Shockwave. It's a little expensive, but it is pretty useful. Alright, so here I have Aggregate and double energy. That is pretty good. Cool. Let's do Might Blast, Panacea, Melter, and then Tempest. I think that should be plenty, right? I guess I could have waited for Generic Algam, Hand of Greed, but I think this is fine. We got an Explosive Potion, Charge Battery, go for the edge, go for the S. I think I need more zero-cost cards, and go for the S is pretty useful. Brimstone is a little dangerous. I think... should I remove the Hand of Greed? No, let's wait for card removal on Act 3. Brimstone is really risky. I don't think I can take it. Let's take the Wild Strike. And then True Grit. Alright, sorry about that. So I don't think I need the Fairy Bottle. Let's get rid of that and also grab an attack potion. And then I will take the Bullseye. Again, I'm trying to make the Might Blast stronger, so let's just grab cards for that. I really hope I will get a shop on Act 3 as well. Should I upgrade the Shockwave? Yes, let's do that. Okay, yeah, hoping the vulnerability will help. Alright, final elite here. Gremlin Leader again. Not the Book of Stabbing. That should help a little. So I will keep the Generic Algorithm. Let's do... I'm not close to double damage. Let's do 2 strikes here first. Then another strike, and then I do have double damage to my bloods. Let's do that. Okay, with vulnerability, though, it would have been 96 or something, right? So I'm not that far off from being able to get overkill. Let's do Doom and Gloom here. Beautiful. Then do Hemokinesis. I probably should have considered playing the Bash there. Alright, okay, 27. I can weaken it down to 18, so that's good. And then I can get rid of you. And then you. Beautiful. And then play Generic Algorithm. Awesome. Alright. And then I didn't lose HP, right? I had 19? Yeah, I had 19. Alright. So here, let's do Bullseye and then Tempest. That is enough to kill. Beautiful. Got Question card, feature card rewards, and 1 additional card to choose from. A Rip and Tear Reckless Charge with the extra strength. Rip and Tear is not bad. Let's take it. Okay. And then final upgrade. No idea what that should be. I guess I'll upgrade the Bash. Okay. The extra turn of vulnerability should help. Alright, I think I'll drink the Cultist Potion. There's no real reason to save it. I'm also happy I started with the Generic Algorithm. Can I get double damage here? Let's do Flash of Steel. Strike 1, strike 2, and then double damage my blast. Beautiful. Alright, good start. Okay, 12 incoming. I have the Shrug It Off. I would love to play the Fusion. Let me do Generic Algorithm and Fusion. I could see saving the Generic Algorithm for later, for this turn, for example, but I'm hoping the Fusion will help. Let's do Shrug It Off. Shockwave does apply weakness, brings it down to 18. I don't have enough. Let me see if the attack potion gives me something with block. It did not. It does give me a Compile Driver, which is card draw. Let's take it. Alright. Now the enemy is vulnerable, but that does not help me. I could play the Tempest. Let's play the Tempest once I have 1 energy. Okay, so if I do Defend 1, then Tempest, gain energy back, then do Defend 2, that's 12 plus 5 is 17. So close. Ah, that's a bummer. If I had triggered Shuriken one more time, lost 1 HP here. Let me see if I can keep it at 1 HP. That's the only thing I've lost. Let's do Bash. Then Strike and Anger. Okay. Alright, and then here, 18. Wait, Shuriken is Strength. Right, I thought I had Kunite. Never mind. Alright, so 18. Leap Stack is good. Can I play a few cards? Let's see what the Discovery gives me. A Recycle, Emulate, Dropkick. The enemy is vulnerable, right? Let's take the Dropkick here. Okay. And then I can do Hemokinesis. Stack is at 17. Regular strike and then stack. Oh, and then now I'm forcing Transformation. Okay. Alright, there is again, double energy is not that useful, but let's still play it. I can do Doom and Gloom, Heavy Blade, go for the ice. Oh, I should have done double damage, Hand of Greed. Still enough. Bummer, just lost 1 HP there. I feel like with the reload I might have been able to break this one. Let's go for Popper, so I'll skip these. Sacred Bark is interesting. I would like extra energy. Busted Crown means that I won't be able to get any new cards, which does make my Mind Plus a little weaker, so I don't think I'll take it. Let's take Sacred Bark, double the effectiveness of potions. That should be pretty good. Alright, so there are 2 2-lead paths, either on the right, which gives me 5 question markers, 2 leads, and I think 1 rest side, or on the left, which also gives me 5 question markers, 2 leads. Now, the problem is there's no guaranteed shop on either path. I think I'll go on the left, because there is a chance for me to skip a shop to go for an elite. I'm not sure if I should do that, but I do still have 1 red card, so if I can't remove it, it is 50 points. Alright, so here, let's do Shockwave. Might Blast will get rid... Actually, no, it does not get rid of one of them. Gets me close, though. Let's do Melter here. I might as well go for the S to gain extra strength. Okay. Right, Backliner. Here, Genetic Algorithm is great. Let's do that. Then Rip and Tear. Alright, and then you know what? Let's get rid of the Backliner to avoid taking too much damage. Okay. Alright, at least the enemies are vulnerable for a while. Let's do Panacea, Warcry. Okay, did not get exactly what I was hoping for. Let's take the Streamline here. Alright. And then I'll do... Let's do 1 leap and 1 strike. Okay. The backline is going to come back to life, right? I do have double damage in 2 attacks. I was hoping for a Doom and Gloom, so I can do strike and then double damage Doom and Gloom. Beautiful. Alright. Self-repair, Headbutt, Cool-Headed. Cool-Headed is interesting. Let's take it. It's a Frost Orb. Why not? Okay. Probably should have gone for the earlier question mark. I don't think it makes a big difference. Here, let's do Mind Blast, Panacea... Fusion is always nice. Let's do Cool-Headed to get energy, Anger, and then Tempest. Let's save the Genetic Goggin for later. Okay. Alright, 18. Let's do Bullseye, Flash of Steel. Rip and Tear is not quite... Well, actually, I was going to play the Genetic Goggin anyway. Okay. And then next turn I should be able to kill with the strikes. Or a Hand of Greed. No, let's just do strikes. Okay. Got a Cultist Potion. Alright. Cool-Headed. I already have the Steam Mirror is great for this deck. Yeah. Okay. Alright, 2 curses for 99 gold. I really desperately now need a shop, otherwise I'm losing Highlander as well. Okay, can't lose 39 gold for 1 measly relic. Alright. Peace Pipe would also work if I get that. I will take it. Alright, let's do Aggregate, Panacea, Fusion. Should I do Might Blast first? Let's do Shrug It Off first. Let's at least do a double damage Might Blast. So strike 1, this will be 74, right? So it has to be strike 2. Oh, actually I don't have double damage. Alright, fine, let's just still... deal as much damage as I can. I do have double damage next turn. I did have leftover energy. Alright, let's do Shockwave, Flash of Steel. Oh no, Normality. Alright, at least... Oh, wait, I have Runic Pyramid, so Normalities are like the worst thing that can happen. I might have to go for a shop now. 2 Normalities, even better. Alright, let's do Strike and then see if the trigger hits one of the Normalities. It did not. Right, at least the enemy's vulnerable here, so I'm dealing 36 damage with the Hand of Greed. That's not gonna be enough, is it? No, it is just exactly enough. Phew. Alright, we got Challenge Ashes when we exhaust a card, deal 3 damage to all enemies, as well as a Distil Chaos Potion, which I might take over the Explosive Potion, I think. Yep. Of course, we'll go for the Ice Loop. I already have this. I don't really need this. I don't really need the loop either, but let's take it. I do have a Plasma Orb. It'll basically be free energy. Alright, I think because of their malice, I have to upgrade the True Grit to be able to exhaust at least one of them. Alright. Here I got the Nemesis. 18 incoming. Alright, let's see. So let's start with Cool-Headed. I can defend with the True Grit. Let me see what the Warcry gives me. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Let's put a Strike back. And then I have to do True Grit, right? Okay, and then might as well do Mind Blast and Melter. Alright. I'm a little worried I might draw the Normalities and be in trouble. 45, that is a lot. Not much I can do about that, right? Yeah, actually nothing I can do about that. Let's do Fusion and then Stack. That's the best I can defend against. Alright. Another 18. Let's do Heavy Blade, Twin Strike with double damage. That's pretty good. And then I think I'll just do Bullseye. Yeah, no chance. Actually, I'm a little worried if it's another big attack, I'll be dead. Luckily, it's not. Let's free up my hand by doing something like Strike 1, Defend, another Defend. Okay. And then Hand of Greed is 24. That together with like a Flash of Steel should be enough. Flash of Steel and a Hand of Greed. Alright, fine. Attorney Thopter, when you use a potion, heal 5 HP. Uppercut, Meteor Strike, FTL. If I mean, there's no way for me to get Popper, right? I still have to remove a normality, and I only have, at most, one shop. I take Meteor Strike. It might deal a lot of damage. Uppercut is interesting, too, though. Let's take the Meteor Strike. Why not? Okay. Right, here I got the Writhing Math. I could get another curse. If I didn't remove the Duplicate Regret, I would have been able to pull off curses, right? Alright, let's first get the curse and then get super excited about it. Let's do a Melter here. And then Hand of Greed. It's 21. Okay, I'm also taking a lot of damage. Luckily, I do have Taurian Thopter, so that should help. Aggro, this seems a little useless. Let's at least do Genetic Algorithm. And then go for the ice. And a strike. Okay, another 15. Thorns are going to deal a lot of damage too. 15. Let's do Doom and Gloom. I have double damage, right? Oh no. I would like to get a curse. Can I just defend against 15? Let's do Leap, defend, another defend, and then I do have the stack for next turn. Alright, I'm getting a curse start. That's really good. Let's get rid of the regret, I mean. And then I'm going to True Grit the Normality. Okay. And the next turn I can do Aggregate and Tempest at least. Alright, at least I got a curse. That's good. Let's do Aggregate and then Tempest for a kill. Okay, alright. Perfected, or not perfected, but got a curse out of that one. We got an Energy Push, which I'll skip. Perfected Strike, Recycle stack. I already have a Recycle. I didn't get a Perfected Strike. Yeah, maybe it's not horrible now. Probably don't. Actually, Recycle does trigger the Chance Ashes, and it would help me get rid of curses. Let's take the Recycle. Why not? And then going left, I might have to skip the lead. Got Eternal Feather, private 5 cards in your deck, heal 3, shoot whenever you enter a rest set. That's really useful. Okay, I did get a shop here. Alright, hang on. Let's first remove the Normality. I might still be able to pull up Pop. Oh, I took the Meteor Strike. Alright, I messed up my Popper chance. That's fine, that's fine. Let's then take Prismatic Shard. Combat reward skins cannot contain colorless cards and cards from other colors. Single when adding cards into deck, you may erase from extra by 2 instead. And turn you can no longer become frail. So also grab Feel No Pain. I already have Twin Strike. Probably don't need Blood for Blood or Discovery. Let's take the Violence. And I think that's it. Actually, if I'm not going for another shop, let me lose the Strength Potion and gain a... Actually, I have the Awaken one at the end, right? So I don't need a Power Potion. Let's take the Colorless Potion. And, wait, you know what? Let's take Blood for Blood and Havoc just to make the Mind Blast stronger. Alright, fine. So now I can, I still probably won't skip the shop, or will skip the shop, just because I do want to try to perfect an elite at least. Alright, so I can get rid of you with the Mind Blast, okay. Then do Rip and Tear, alright. And then True Grit, and I will need a little bit extra block here, okay. At least I'm getting Highlander still. Alright, so here, let's do Cool-Headed, Fusion. And then I can't play anything else, so let's wait. Alright. I do have the Tempest, I'm hoping that will help. Shockwave, Heavy... here, let's do Shockwave for weakness, then Heavy Blade is enough to get rid of the backliner. Let's do that. Actually, I will need some block for that. Instead, let's Heavy Blade you. And then defend. Okay. And then next turn, I think I'll do the Tempest. Alright. So, yeah, let's do Tempest here. Okay. Alright, and then I think I just need to exhaust card. Let's put the Normality back. Let's play Genetic Algorithm. That's great. Alright, and then Violence exhausts too, right? That should be enough to kill. Beautiful. Got a Fire Push, which I'll skip. Leap, Shockwave, Nirvana. I already have these two. I don't scry, so unfortunately I only need one more card, right? Which I should be able to get. Let's skip this one. Okay. Alright, yeah, skipping that shop. I think 55 points. Well, I would need to perfect for that to happen, but I hope it'll be doable. Let's do a double energy here. Then Violence. Ooh, Meteor Strike. Awesome. Let's do that. Okay. Then Might Blast. Rip and Tear. Strike. Okay. And then Wild Strike and another Strike. Okay, beautiful. That was actually a really good turn. Alright, and here I have a Doom and Gloom. That should be enough to get rid of everything. And I have Pendant ready for the next elite fight. Worship, Fleshette's Equilibrium. Worship is interesting. I do have a Headbutt. Entering Divinity would be a lot of fun. Let's try this. Alright, Giant Head. Double damage is active. Let's do Aggregate. Might Blast is 101. Yeah, that gives me overkill. Yeah, let's just do that, right? Let me get the slow debuff going by triggering the defend. And then, yeah, let's do Might Blast for 110. I can play everything, Doom and Gloom, Wild Strike, and Heavy Blade. Okay, that was a good amount of damage for turn 1. Alright, let's do Worship, Headbutt the Worship. Okay. I could have... actually, I don't need to play the Tempest there. 13. I might need some block here, which I don't have. Let me see if the Colorless Potion gives me something good. Finesse, Secret Technique, or Transmutation. Let's grab the Secret Technique. I'm going to grab a... Actually, I need something to defend against 13. Stack is not enough. I think I have to grab the stack. That alone is not enough. Actually, wait, hang on. I already played one card. So I think I have to do... Oh, no. If I do stack, this is only 8. I need 9. Do I have a better defensive card? I should have grabbed the Shrug It Off. Okay, I'm sorry. I have to reload this one. I messed up. I should have grabbed the Shrug It Off. That would have given me more block. I would have been able to weaken, and then next turn I can do the Worship to Enter Divinity, or to Recycle, or whatever else I was going to do. So let's try this one more time. I still will do everything the same way. So Overkill with the Might Blast, and then play all of these. Alright. And then here, I will wait, no, I did Worship, Headbutt the Worship, right? Okay, and then I should play the Tempest just to exhaust the card and also free up my hand. Alright, so here, let's still grab the Seeker Technique. And then, wait, Shrug is only 8. Leap. Leap is 9. Alright, so let's grab the Leap. Okay. Play that, and then do go for the Ice, because that way I'm fully defended. Alright. And then here I'm not being attacked. And I got the Recycle, so I can recycle the Normality. What should I Seeker Technique now? Double Energy? No, let's grab it for next turn. Let's Seeker Technique the Double Energy. And then I'll free up my hand by doing 2 strikes. And might as well do Panacea. Okay. And then here, I can do Worship for lots of energy, then do Double Energy. Now I'm dealing triple damage, which is good. Let's do Cool-Headed. I think I will risk Discovery for a Seek. That's not that useful. It does exhaust and give me another card. Probably should be the Generic Algorithm, huh? Or Shockwave for Vulnerability? No, let's do Generic Algorithm. 33, that allows me to be fully defended. Should I do Blood for Blood? It's only 105. Instead, I could do Twin Strike. Yeah, let's do a regular strike and then Twin Strike. That's almost enough. Next turn, I'm dealing double damage. That should be enough to kill, right? Actually, can I exhaust enough cards to avoid losing double damage? No, it's fine. Alright. Perfect this one. I got Mob Bank. Whenever you climb a floor, gain 12 gold. No going to spend any gold at a shop. This comes in for floor 47, which is unfortunate. Glacier. Great defensive card. Let's definitely take that. Alright, here I got the Transient. How am I doing on time? Okay, I'm doing pretty well on time, even though I took a few breaks. Alright, let's do Worship here. Aggregate. Might Blast. Actually, maybe I should have saved the Aggregate for later. Yeah, because I don't really desperately need it. Hopefully that'll be fine. Let's do Bash. Heavy Blade. Alright, 50 incoming. Unfortunately, I do have the Normality here, which is a shame. Let's do Wild Strike, a regular strike, and then I guess I'll do a Leap here. Okay. I'd love to get rid of that Normality if I can. I wasn't able to. Alright, let's see what the Discovery gives me. Perfected Strike, Flame Beer, Feel No Pain. I guess Perfected Strike is better than nothing. Let's do that. 30 damage. Let me do Shockwave and then Perfected Strike. Okay. So that way I'm only losing 6 HP. And then this is going to be toughest turn. The enemy is weakened at least. Oh boy. Let's do Steam Barrier. Shrug It Off. Wow. Wait. Am I dead here with the stack? I think I am. 50... wait. This is 40. I have exactly 52. I think I have to drink the Distilled Chaos Potion just to heal. Wow. Alright. That was unexpected that I'm down to 11 HP here. Prepare to Cycle Scrape. I already have the Recycle. Probably don't need Prepare to Scrape. Yeah, let's take the max HP instead. Alright, I think I have to perfect the last one. Oh, actually, I healed back up thanks to the Eternal Feather. Okay, that's good. That's good. Alright, so then next, I don't think I'll upgrade the Recycle. I don't know what to upgrade. Double Energy? Let's upgrade that. Okay. If I knew I was not going to be able to pull off Popper, I would have cut the Transmutation. That might have allowed me to get combo too. Alright, 20 incoming. I have Mind Blast, Headbutt the Mind Blast. But let me first drink the Cultist Potion. I also need some block here, so let's start with the Headbutt, or the Shrug It Off. Then Headbutt. Wait, if I Headbutt the Shrug It Off, I can't draw it. So I don't think there's anything I can do here. Let's do Rip and Tear. Might Blast. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Just had bad luck on turn 1. Yeah, just need a little bit extra gold, extra block, and I just didn't have it. That's a bummer. And again, nothing I could have done there. Alright, let's do Double Damage, Might Blast, Twin Strike, regular strike, and I am just taking damage left and right. No chance of really perfecting this one. I think this deck was missing something. Or maybe he had too many curses. That's also an option. Okay, all powers. I will play the Echo Form because it is really good. It does give the enemy extra strength, which is unfortunate. Let's try to double defend here. Now I'm starting to get a little worried. At least I am gaining a lot of strength, so that helps. Let's do Leap. twice. Thanks, Echo Form. Cool-headed. Shockwave. That weakness is really valuable. Let's also do Blood for Blood. Okay. Alright. 15. Double play the Doom and Gloom. Gives me some block. Let's do it. Okay. Not enough block, though. Uh-oh. I am dead here unless I... Actually, the enemy's already weakened, right? So go for the S doesn't help me. Unless I can kill, which I can't. Actually, I'm very close to... Wait, Anger and Wild Strike. That is enough. Okay, good. I am down to 8 HP. I am being attacked for 41. Luckily, I do have a stack. I think I have to double play that. 34. That's still not enough. Anger does help. I can do Meteor Strike. Then do double damage Hand of Greed. At least I'm still alive, though, right? That's good. Let's do Fusion, Loop... Yeah, I have 42, right? Unless I draw... actually, I can't play Hemokinesis. If I play the Hemokinesis, I'm dead. I'm down to 1 HP here, right? Yep. Alright, I basically have to kill here, which... Hang on. I don't think I can, right? Let's do Recycle the Normality. And, oh, 2 things. Parasite, sure. Yeah, Hemokinesis will kill me. I have to reload this one. What can I do differently? I was basically trying to defend as much as I could and just taking damage every turn. Let's see if there's something I can change slightly, at least. Still drink the Cultist Potion. Let me ignore defending. Let's just do Mind Blast. Headbutt. And then shrug it off that Mind Blast again. Okay. Let's see if that changes anything. Alright, so I do have double damage Twin Strike. That's really good. Let's do Discovery to get rid of this minion. And then, interesting, no Echo Form this time. That might actually be a problem. Still only all powers. I will take the Inflame, but I don't think I'll play it yet. Let's do Rip and Tear and wait. Okay. Alright, 24 incoming. I'm still at the same problem here. I do have some block here. That's pretty much it, though. Oh, boy. Alright, 20. Yeah, this is where I need the Echo Form. Okay, let's do Leap. At least the Blood for Blood is free, so that's good. Let's do Anger. I'm not dead, but I'm pretty close to it. I think I'll do Strike, another Strike, and then Wild Strike to free up my hand so I can actually draw some good things. Down to 5 HP. That is frustrating. Alright, so I think the best I can do is Shockwave. Oh, I can't even do Fusion. No, I'm dead here again. Alright, let me try a few more things. I'll speed this up. I'll try to basically just survive to see what my final score would have been. Okay, I tried a few different things, and the key was, first of all, the Discovery gives me an Echo Form for some reason only after I play Mind Blast, which is fine. And then basically the key is, I always had trouble with the turn after Transformation. It's 41 incoming, there's nothing I could do, I already had very little HP. So what I did is, with the Echo Form active, I double played the Worship, and then was able to recycle the Normality, and now I can deal a 276 damage Meteor Strike thanks to Penib, and then I can also kill with a Wild Strike. Awesome. Alright, so I was able to survive this one with a few reloads. But yeah, no chance against the Act 2 boss either. 1204, definitely could see a higher score here. The 7 elites I perfected 4, only the Act 1 boss was able to get Mr. Machine. I like gold. Okay, good. I did use the Hand of Greed very well. Just barely got it too. Overkill, Highlander, and Lightspeed. Curses would have been possible without Highlander, and that might have been a better play as well. Although, I guess it would have given me extra strength. But yeah, the Normalities were really annoying with the... If I knew I was going to get the Normalities, I would not have taken the Runic Cube. I think the... Philosopher's Stone would have been much better in that case. I did miss Alex Shiny by 3 relics, so I had a few near misses, but yeah, not a bad score, especially given that I was barely able to survive. People were able to do much better, though. I am 48th, which is not too bad. I am tied with Roland in the dark, so that's not a horrible score. If I had somehow... Oh, actually, I see Alex here with 1181. If I had somehow perfected the Act 1, or the Act 2 and Act 3 bosses, I would have had 150 points more. That would put me at 1354. 1354 would have put me... Oh, actually, it would have still missed the top 100. All right, so people like Gemino and Peltz must have found something that let them maybe get Highlander and Curses? No, maybe get collector bonuses with the apparitions that were offered, and then also go for Curses. That might be an option too. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you did. Let's review the scores from yesterday. Alright, so yesterday was a Watcher run with the Shiny, Diverse, and Night Terrace modifiers, and I did surprisingly well given the fact that I missed one elite, or one boss, I mean. So yeah, I could have had 1636, which would have put me tied with Quirkus. I was able to pull off Highland Cursor, which I think a few people missed, but first of all, Peltz got pretty much a perfect score, 1661. As I predicted, he was able to get one more elite and one more boss than me, was able to get all the elites and all the bosses, Highlander and Cursors, and everything else I got. The only thing that Peltz missed was the time modifier. That was due to getting infinite gold. I think it's going to be very hard to get more than 3,000 gold and get the light speed. I do think it is possible, but nobody has that, right? That would have been 25 points more than what Peltz had, so 1686. Nobody has that, so yeah, everybody above that must be using glitches because Peltz pretty much had the perfect run. Congratulations. Then you have Quirkus here with 1636. Quirkus mentioned that he had a fun but grindy run. Was able to get more than 3,000 gold in the very first fight, and then worked on getting stuffed with the feed, and then after that worked on upgrading all the cards he had with Lesson Learned, nightmaring it even a few times. So yeah, definitely missed the time modifier, but was able to perfect everything else, so congratulations. Then you have Gemino here with 1611. Gemino perfected all the elites and all the bosses as well. Got Highlander and Curses, Overkill, missed combo, and all the time modifiers because of grinding for gold, I guess. And then other than that, also got all the modifiers that I got. End up in the top. Actually, I guess I'm tied for 17th place with 1536, tied with Roland. I perfected 7 of the 8 elites. I missed the Reptomancer on turn 1. I have no idea what happened. A few people pointed that out. I realized I was taking damage. I, for some reason, just didn't, like, it didn't register that taking damage is bad in an elite fight. So, yeah, I don't know. Just my brain turned off there for a second. Sorry about that. So, yeah, missed, I think, an easy 25 points there. Also, only got 2 of the 3 bosses. No chance against the Ekmon boss. I'm pretty sure I could have reloaded and perfected that one, but, yeah, I missed that. I was able to get Highlander Curses, as I mentioned, Overkill combos, Stuffed, and the I Like Shiny modifier. And of course, I like gold with more than 3,000 gold. Roland got the same score, 2 points below us. You have David and Milzan tied at 1534. David, you can check out his Twitch stream, perfected all the elites and all the bosses, but missed Curses, so was able to get the extra boss that I missed, but wasn't able to get Curses. Milzan with the same score, also perfected everything. Skipped question mark him since he realized that Mr. Machine was impossible, but he thinks that that's probably why he wasn't able to get Curses. I did get Curses at the very end with an extra unique doubt. Was able to get Overkill and combo thanks to Dark Embrace, just like me. Yeah, combo I think with Dark Embrace and Corruption was fairly easy, and then also was able to get the Infinite Gold glitch, but because of that missed the time modifier. Still, these great score, almost in the top 20. Then you have Grimgoth with 1459. Grimgoth perfected all the elites and all the bosses. Only had 4 curses. So yeah, unfortunately missed the curse modifier. Was able to get Highlander, but missed the time modifier. Missed the Ally Gold modifier. Mentioned that he messed up the Infinite Gold and also didn't use feed as aggressively, so didn't get the stuff modifier either. Then you have Alex with 1448. Alex perfected 7 of the 7 elites, skipped 1 elite to get more question mark rooms, but accidentally took Omamori, so unfortunately was not able to get curses that way. Got all the bosses, Highlander, Overkill, and combo. Just barely missed the Ally Gold modifier by 100, only end up with 2,900 gold, and also missed the stuff modifier, also didn't use the feed as aggressively as he could. And then you have Goldberry with 1434. Goldberry mentioned that he just didn't have the patience to grind for all the extra modifiers with I Like Gold. Was able to break 7 of the elites, all the bosses, and only saw 4 curses. Still pretty good score, and you don't want to waste too much time on that. And then you have Jenny with 1397, and Mike ended up with 1388, and then just barely missing top 100. You have Melantendo with 1361, and then I did want to give a shout out to Steven with 1336. Steven is the author of the mod that highlights all the names. Anyway, that's it for yesterday. Let me know in the comments what you did for today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.